Hi, before we move on to the next topic, I'll let you to do a practice by calculating the range and interquartile range for these two classes of students with the below test scores. As you can see, the first set of test score is much higher and range from about 76 to 83. And then the second set of students has a much more wider range of test score all the way from 30 to 100. Let's calculate the range of the IQR for this test score, and then we can compare the results. Here are the answers. Please check whether you have made any mistakes. Please remember that sometimes your data set might not be sorted, so you first have to sort it. This allows you to be able to find the median first quartile or the third quartile more easily. Now, what can we tell about the range and interquartile range for these two examples? First thing is that the range is really too simple and not of a big use. As you can see in scenario 2, our range is really huge at 70, which is a big difference between the highest and lowest scores. But you can tell that as we only look at the two numbers, it doesn't really tell us how the other scores are spread out. In scenario 1, the range is small, as it's only 9, but we still can't tell whether the scores are close together or spread out in between. How about interquartile range? We can know that interquartile range ignores extreme value. In scenario 2, the interquartile range is 40, which is better than range because it focuses only on the middle 50% of the data. However, the interquartile range ignores very huge and very low numbers like 30 and 100 in scenario 2. And sometimes these outliers are actually important. So there's a limitation to using interquartile range and range.